can it be to kill 10 men?
Welcome, friends. If I ask you about your most favorite movie genre, or what type of movie you like most, then most of you would recommend action thriller movies. Because movie with great action and suspense creates more interest in the movie. There are lots of action thriller movies releases every year, and some of them get lots of appreciation by the viewers. So, in this video I composed a list of top 10 action thriller movies of all time. These movies are based on unique concepts and loads with VFX and great stunts. These movies are not arranged in any kind of rating or box office. I just create this list randomly the movies I liked most. But don't worry if your favorite action movie is not listed in the video, because in future I will create more lists like that, and the first part of this list already published on the channel. So, subscribe this YouTube channel, and stay connected with us. Well guys, without any further ado, let's jump into the list. On very first, I would like to talk about number 1. On number 1 is movie named Mr. and Mrs. Smith, released in year 2005. The IMDb rating of the movie is 6.5, and this is a direction of Doug Liman. The story of the movie begins when a husband and wife struggle to keep their marriage alive until they realize that they are both secretly working as assassins for enemy secret services. And now, their agencies gave them assignments to kill each other. But the twist is that their organizations were also unaware about their relation and their identity. They assign these tasks to them because they are best in their work.
So what do we do?
Kill each other.
What do you think she learned to shoot like that?
Number 2. It includes the release of 2022. Movie called Ambulance, and the movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 6.1. The director of the movie is Michael Bay. The story of this movie begins when a veteran teams up with his adoptive brother to steal millions of dollars from a bank in Los Angeles. He involved in this adventure because he needed money to cover his wife's medical bills. However, when they were doing their business in the bank, their mission went wrong when police finds about this robbery, and they desperately run from bank in an ambulance with an injured cop and a nurse. The whole police of the city was after them and they got in a high-profile chase.
Go, 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 go! Lock everything down. Nothing gets out.
Number 3. On number 3 is movie named The Matrix, released in year 1999. The IMDb rating of the movie is 8.7, and this is a direction of Lana Wachowski and Lily Wachowski. The story of this movie sets in year 1999, where an ordinary man, Thomas Anderson, who later on is introduced to the world with the name of Neo. He works as a software engineer in a company, but at night he works as an underground hacker. He sits alone at home in front of his monitor and waits for a sign, a signal from what or whom he doesn't know. Until one night, a mysterious woman named Trinity appears out of nowhere and she seeks him out and introduces him to that faceless character named Morpheus, who he has been waiting for. He shows up as a messiah of sorts. Morpheus presents Neo with the truth about his world by telling him the dark secrets about the reality of the world that have troubled him for so long. Number 4. It includes the release of 2013. Movie called A Good Day to Die Hard, and the movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 5.2. The director of the movie is John Moore. Well guys, this movie is based on very interesting subject, and the story of it starts when no-nonsense cop John McClane travels to Moscow, Russia, to help his wayward son, Jack. But when Jack turns out to be an undercover CIA agent, father and son team up to gun down goons. Number 5. On number 5 is movie named John Wick, released in year 2014. The IMDb rating of the movie is 7.4, and this is a direction of Chad Stahelski. The movie focuses on the character of John Wick, who lived his life as a legendary assassin, but he changed his violent life after he discovered his love and they got married. But unfortunately his wife died and it puts John in deep mourning. However, one day a sadistic mobster Iosif Tarasov and his thugs steal John's prized car, and they also killed the puppy that was a last gift from his wife. It pushes John to go on a journey of death and he decided to take the revenge against that gang. This incident also gave him a pupils of life again. Meanwhile, Iosif's father, who was a John's former colleague, he puts a huge bounty on John's head because he knows how dangerous he is. Number 6. It includes the release of 2002. Movie called The Bourn Identity, and the movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.9. The director of the movie is Doug Liman. The story of the movie begins when a young man is discovered by the crew of a fishing boat in Mediterranean Sea. They thought he is dead because they found 2 bullets in his back and a small laser device in his hip. This laser light was a Swiss bank account number, but after some time he finds out that he is in Zurich and in bank his name is Jason Bourne. He also found lots of his passports and cash in that bank. After that, he reaches US Embassy, where he met with his lover and travel partner, Marie. There he finds out that someone wants to kill him, armed with a bag of money and mysterious martial arts skills. With Marie by his side, Bourn scours Paris for clues about his identity and past life, because he lost his memory in that accident, and he finds himself in the middle of 2 assassination plots masterminded by the CIA.
I'll give you $10,000 to drive me to Paris.
I get the money, and I don't get hurt.
That's the deal.
Number 7. On number 7 is movie named Kingsman, Secret Service, released in year 2014. The IMDb rating of the movie is 7.7, and this is a direction of Matthew Vaughn. The movie begins with the story of a Kingsman Secret Service agent, Harry Galahad, who tried to help a troublemaker, Gary Eggsy. Gary is the son of a former agent. Almost 17 years ago, he saved the lives of Harry and his team by sacrificing himself. However, when agency opens a vacancy of a new agent, Harry invites Gary to be a candidate, and he is trained by Agent Merlin, where he have to compete with other candidates. Meanwhile, the Kingsmen investigate the industrialist who is known as Valentine. He is an insane tech genius who is plotting a deadly plan with his assistant Gazelle to save the Earth from global warming. The plan includes eliminating most of the population with a chip and saving only those that he has chosen. So the Kingsmen decide to stop him, and they assign this task to Agent Harry, but Gary got involved in this case. Number 8. It includes the release of 2010 movie called The Expendables, and the movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 6.4. The director of the movie is Sylvester Stallone. This movie is a story of the mission of a highly skilled mercenaries band named the Expendables, and their leader is Barney Ross. The band consisting on a knife enthusiast Lee Christmas, heavy weapons specialist Hale Caesar, martial arts expert Yin Yang, loose cannon sniper Gunnar Jensen, and demolitionist Toll Road. This mission is assigned by the mysterious Mr. Church, and the mission was to assassinate the merciless dictator of a small South American island. On this, Barney and Lee head to the remote locale to scout out their opposition. When they reach there, they will meet with local rebel Sandra and discover the true nature of the conflict engulfing the city. However, when they try to escape the island and Sandra decided to stay behind, Ross chooses to save her life by attempting a suicidal rescue mission. Number 9. On number 9 is movie named The Hitman's Bodyguard, released in year 2017. The IMDb rating of the movie is 6.9, and this is a direction of Patrick Hughes. The story of the movie starts when a London elite bodyguard, Michael Bryce, lost his AAA status by trusting his police lover Amelia Rousel, compromising his Japanese charge, reducing him to babysitting second-rate clients. Now she works for Interpol, which needs to escort most wanted hitman Darius Kincaid from their Manchester headquarters to The Hague, as crown witness against arrested former tyrannical white Russian President Vladislav Dukovich. In exchange for the liberation of his dragon bitch wife Sonia, Amelia promises to restore Bryce's status if he helps get Darius, who also eliminate his Japanese client, when he safely deliver him to the international court. The armed convoy was attacked, and Darius barely reached a safe house due to an Interpol mole. Dukovich's hired guns spare to effort to kill them, and now they have only one way, and that is to fight it together.
This is Michael Bryce. I'm an executive protection agent. I've extracted my client. Cleanup is required. You might want to call the bomb squad.
And on very last, number 10, it includes the release of 1994 movie called Speed, and the movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.3. The director of the movie is Jan de Bont. Jack Traven is a young special weapons and tactics SWAT officer in the Los Angeles Police Department. One morning, Jack witnesses a bus explode, and Jack receives a phone call from Howard Payne, a retired Atlanta bomb squad explosives expert gone bad. Payne told Jack that he has wired a passenger bus to explode, where if the bus speeds at 50 miles per hour, the bomb is armed. If the bus slows down and drops below 50 miles per hour, the bus will explode. However, Payne demands $3 million, and he also said that if Jack or any of the passengers tries to get off the bus, he will detonate the bomb. With help of one of the passengers, Annie, Jack managed to enter in the running bus. She is driving the bus when the driver is injured, and now they have to try to keep the passengers alive and guide the bus through the traffic and keep it speeding at 50 miles per hour. As the SWAT team and Jack's partner, explosives expert Detective Harry Temple, set to discover Payne's location and find a way to disarm the bomb before the bomb explodes or the bus runs out of gas.
Stay on or get off!
Get off!
This is much better.
So, friends, this was the whole list of movies. I hope you enjoyed it and excited for watching the movies you have not watched yet. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Leave the comment below and share your thoughts on this video. and let me know your favorite one. And also please do subscribe this YouTube channel for more interesting content like this. Stay strong and see you in next video.